didn't even know what ecstasy was.
We're on.
I was that crude and like naive to drugs.
I heard about that.
Why aren't these kids graduating with us?
I swear. I'm
going to jail. They're going to jail.
Thanks. I went to home studies, so I didn't get a lot of...
Did that for a little while.
Actually, the bad kids were the pastor's sons.
That's always... I saw Footloose. That was always the case.
Opportunities for learning? Was it that one? Opportunities for learning?
No, it was like... I tried to say... Yeah. No, it was just... We just did it through our church.
Oh, I got kicked out of homeschool.
Oh, you...
Yeah.
Homeschool.
I just didn't go take my tests.
Oh, I see.
Yep. I wanted to be surfing instead.
It was like your mom was like, "You're kicked out."
Yeah, get out of this house with your education.
Am I in frame? No, I'm not.
We have 2
I'm in
minutes.
frame.
Are we allowed to ask you questions?
Sure. Yeah, because technically at this point I've completed my assignment, so I don't think my professors are going to listen to these episodes.
Okay. Because this, like I said, this is fun for you too. Like, I want to know why you got involved.
Why are we not in frame today? It's fine.
Don't worry about me. Worry about you dudes.
Everyone moves out of the...
Everyone's going to go, whose dad is that? Yes. Here we go.
I need to do like a 2-minute... Okay. I think by one, I think I have enough to rap. By one, I have enough to rap, I think.
You're going to rap for us?
We have a minute.
Yeah, it's...
We're live, right?
Not yet. Oh, do that, yeah. They're going to do a really loud boop, and it's going to, like, kill your ears, so...
Is that going to turn on the recording thing?
Don't swear. Does that no sweating either? Because I'm fat.
The headphones keep sliding.
I know. It just keeps sliding off of my ass.
I'm gonna make sure I'm in frame because he's trying to not be in frame. So I'm just not gonna fight it.
Yeah, don't worry about me. I'll jump in.
Right?
Yeah.
Gordo's around here somewhere.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Go for it. Oh.
Did it go?
We're live.
That's good. Hello and welcome to In Ink We Trust, Tattoo Art and Culture in San Fernando Valley, the latest from who is making a mark on the Valley tattoo scene, bringing you the tattoo parlor to you. I am your host, Anthony Sanchez. Today we're going to talk to guests from One Truth in Northridge. We have tattoo artist Gordo, Shumway. All right, I should ask that before the show. And Paul Lebre, Nacho.
That's me.
Thanks for coming by, guys.
Hey, how are you?
So, Gordo, you've been in the studio before, back in 2013.
I was.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
What's been happening since 2013 for you?
A lot of hard work and a lot of having fun.
You were at Clandestine Rabbit?
Yes, for several years.
So tell me, like, how the transition from there to up to One Truth.
Group of friends working together decided to expand, and an opportunity arose, and was looking for a spot for several years. I always had, a dream location, and that happened to be the spot. And the fellows included me and said, "Let's make a shop. Let's make it happen. Here's the keys. Go to work."
So the shop's been there for 3 years?
We've been there for 3 years now, yes. St. Patty's Day of 2016.
Nice.
That was the first day we officially opened.
So we'll get back to, it's right across from CSUN.
It is, yes.
So a lot of the kids here go to CSUN right after. So
really,
you might want to.
That's fantastic.
Let's see. So, and then Nacho, tell me about your life at One Truth. What's been going on?
I joined the team a year and a half ago, just about. Yeah, I came over, and it's been chaos ever since.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's been fun. It's a great group of guys to work with, so I feel at home.
And what do you guys talk about with your styles of tattoo? Let's ask you, Gordo, first. Do you have a style, or you just do whatever? a tattoo? I know you're gonna be tough. I'm gonna.
Strictly Pinterest.
Strictly Pinterest style.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes.
So just print out whatever your favorite.
Print it, run it. Yes.
And what about you, Nacho? What do you like to? I see you do lots of painting.
Yeah, I like the watercolor. I like it to do anything that comes in the door, but I don't really challenge myself yet with realism and portrait work and things of that likeness. It's scary.
Both of you see, well, like Gordo and I are similar generations, so I know that there's like, I saw like you do a little bit of like that Mexican style and a little bit of the traditional, and then Nacho seems to have a little bit more like the neo-traditional. Even the ones on your hands and stuff right now are kind of.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Definitely. All right. So let's see. Being so close to Cal State Northridge, you get a certain type of client, Gordo, that you notice a difference from being down here in clandestine?
Not necessarily. I think the way that tattooing's evolved, people are more open with what they want to get. They're open to suggestion. It was definitely a bit intimidating going over there, thinking that it would be, very strict in a fashion, but the response has been pretty awesome, and the kids are very open to designs, and of course with social media and such, they're seeing all different styles. So it's not really limited. There's a lot for them to choose from, and overall the kids have been pretty awesome as far as the students coming in and the people from the community. So I think tattooing has changed a lot, period, where people are doing their homework.
What about you? Not sure. Have you noticed a difference between being at other shops to being here at One Truth?
The other shops I was at were on Ventura Boulevard. And I don't think honestly, it didn't feel like I was tattooing a lot of college kids. It felt like maybe some older groups of people come in or right out of high school. I didn't know what college they were going to. It didn't talk about that. But the going to over by CSUN, it's like we're part of a community when we're over there, which is cool. It's like they want to include us as part of their design. Like they'll come to us with something that they want to get done. But they'll always give us kind of the freedom to do what we want to do with it and make it something unique for them. And I think that just gets us closer to, when they tell their friends, we become part of, that group that they know that they're going to be comfortable with. And we just get to have more fun that way, I think.
Great. Yeah, it sounds like you guys are getting challenged, but, not being forced.
Yeah, right? The challenge is still definitely there.
So we'll switch gears a bit. You guys both skateboard?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I pretend. I'm too old.
You pretend? I know.
No, I get hurt. I got worse. Instead of getting better, I got worse.
My brothers are more the skateboarders. I fell a couple times and I was like, I'm done. So you're still braver than me. So why do you think skating and tattoos are linked?
Oh man,
Rebels.
Yeah, it's
Rebels, Dottie.
It's like the whole stigma. I think,
I'm a rebel, Dottie.
That's
skateboarding
right.
was very rebellious. Tattooing was very rebellious. They go hand in hand. The artwork also goes hand in hand.
I mean, some of the best places to skate are where it says you're not allowed to skate there, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Always.
Yeah.
Were you the type that would bring your wax and kind of?
Oh, I waxed everything. I waxed a neighbor's curb one time, and literally the next day they went and were scraping it off the curb. They were so pissed.
You can't really scrape it off. That's the weird.
Oh, they tried.
It stains it.
Oh, they tried.
Yeah,
that was the best.
They had pink curbs for 3 years.
Do you have a favorite skateboard brand or trucks or?
My favorite deck, I guess, of all time is the Eagle from Anti-Hero. I just bought one, actually. I'm really stoked that I went to this shop and they had it. So I dropped the money on it. Stoked.
But you, Gordo, no comment.
No comment.
Well, I saw that you had a skateboard video on your link to your thing. So was that something that you made or something?
No, Boys of Summer. Yeah,
Boys of
just
Summer.
something that's supportive of a group of friends that have, the more DIY type of film, bringing fun back into skateboarding. It was all be real and, filmed with an iPhone and getting, it's in a similar fashion of doing a big movie and not getting permits and getting okay to use certain actors. They basically just got together as friends and said, screw it, we're going to make a movie. And they all filmed each other and had a good time. And there's a couple guys that are in charge of it that are more or less led it together. And it's an awesome. They've made 2 videos, and every time I see them, I want to go skate. It still gives you that feeling.
I like that they're still making DVD or videos of skateboarding.
Yeah.
You know, because I guess, at least for my brothers, I felt like they were learning to skate by watching them. They'd like rewind and go, oh, how do you do that trick? Was that still the same for you?
Yeah.
Nacho?
Watch a video, go skate. Watch a video, go skate.
And that's how we discovered a lot of the music that we were into.
Yeah.
So
the music led to tattoos.
So what is skateboard? Let's say skateboarding music for Gordo. What would you say some of your top bands were?
Oh gosh, anything that was in the early videos. It's hard to say. I mean, the diversity was there. It's not like the genres that are today. It was. There was a million different bands out there, and if your favorite skater that was in the background, that became your favorite song.
What about for you, Nacho? You check out a lot of bands. So.
Yeah, I learned a lot of bands through skate videos. Everything from like Modest Mouse to like MF Doom and other kinds of hip hop. Built to Spill, just that, yeah. Indie punk and hip hop stuff I've never heard before. It changed my life.
And Nacho, I saw that your mom has a tattoo. So
quite a few, actually.
Does she? So what's that? Do you know any stories about her tattoos?
What's cool is my mom is she had me when she was 17 years old, so we're very close in age. So when I discovered tattooing and I wanted to get them, she wasn't like, I hear a lot, oh my god, my mom's gonna kill me. And for me it was like, oh, you want to get a tattoo? I want to see that. So she would take me. I got my first tattoo done in some guy's garage, and it was a very uncomfortable setting. But she sat there, chilled, watched me get my tattoo. Everything went horribly wrong, like expected in a garage. She just sat there.
What goes wrong in a garage tattoo? I never
possibly.
I didn't do it just to.
No,
sure
Gordo was
wasn't
not.
me.
Yeah, he cannot be held reliable for that one.
That was not me.
The power supply he was using died in the middle of the tattoo,
Oh.
and he did not know how to fix it. Did not know how to get his machine back running. So I got to leave that garage with half a tattoo. It was like the head of a lion. So it was like from the eyes up. I had a lion's forehead on my arm. Yeah, it was funny. And I still went back and got it finished by him in the same garage. It was what I know now of tattooing. I would have never done it.
Okay.
But I didn't know anything about tattooing.
Is that a good
at
warning
time.
for some people that are like, hey, my friend has a garage? with a
Yeah,
tattoo machine?
it's a great warning. Like Gordo mentioned earlier, people are doing their homework a lot more, so I think it's happening less. But there are people who still push that, come to my house and get tattooed, or go see my homie, and then next thing you know, they're coming into our shop and they're baffled that they have to spend money to get it fixed when they've already gotten it done one time. So it's all a big rotating cycle, but we're trying to stop it. We don't want people tattooing in their houses anymore.
Gordo, for you, have you seen a difference between, are there less garage tattoos, or you feel like there's more?
I don't think it's changed much. There's still definitely a lot. Thank you to Amazon and the swap meet for being able to sell supplies to kitchen magicians. But I think more kids are aware that they want something that's good. So at the same, they're kind of steering away from it, but it's just as accessible.
So Gordo, what's your some go-to movie quotes?
Oh God, anything from the '80s. John Hughes.
John Hughes.
There you go.
So what's your favorite John Hughes?
Some Kind of Wonderful.
Oh, I don't think I saw that. Mine was Uncle Buck.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a really good one.
Yeah. I rewatched it recently, so. And of course, there's like the major classics. He also did Home Alone.
Yes.
Which, yeah. What about, so let me throw some out for you. Let's see, Three Amigos. That's one. Any good lines you remember from that one?
I actually had an opportunity when I was in film school. I shot at the Three Amigos set in the back of Universal, which was actually the same fountain from Hunchback of Notre Dame. Speaking of what just happened over R.I.P. Yeah. Don't get me started on that one. I'll pull out a guitar and start singing Chevy Chase's song.
What about, Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead is not as big of a deal anymore, and it was, Because I've talked to people, like, have you seen it?
Yes.
Nacho? You have seen it?
Yes.
Okay. You're a wise man already.
I don't remember.
The dishes are done, dude.
The director, I want to say his name's Stephen Herrick. I believe he also did Rockstar with Mark Wahlberg.
Okay.
Another favorite. Years later. But yeah, no, I love that film.
Another film I rewatched recently that's still amazing is the Elvira movie, Mistress of the Dark.
Of course.
Right?
Elvira on Sundays.
Yeah. All right, we're done. We're done with our old man section. We're gonna move on. All right, guys.
Yeah, whose dad is that?
So you guys both seem to have an interest in cartoons and animation. I know we
Not
had
myself.
Saturday morning.
I think I have more interest.
Saturday morning cartoons.
Saturday morning cartoons. Was it still on Saturday mornings when you were?
For me, it's every morning.
Every morning.
I have a 2-year-old son, and it's cartoons every morning. And I'm not a big fan of cartoons. I like certain cartoons. I mean, I like Rick and Morty. Like, who doesn't like Rick and Morty, right?
Yeah.
And other.
I mean,
certain
the ones that are
cartoons.
smart enough to get it. Wink, wink.
Yeah. But I don't know. I have an appreciation for kids' movies, like all the ones on Netflix. I have no interest in watching the Smurfs movie, but you watch it 100 times. It's pretty funny, I guess. You can relate to it.
What are 2-year-olds into right now?
My son is into PJ Masks and cars.
Okay.
Yeah, if it has 4 wheels, he's all about it.
I mean, at least you skipped the
Skateboards.
Teletubbies, the Barney.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
I would have.
Yeah, definitely.
I would have.
Try to steer him in the right direction. I'll put skateboarding videos on, and he'll sit there and watch those. Like,
honestly,
that's great.
Kids will watch whatever you put on for them.
He sees my
So let's
skateboard,
be-
and he's just like, "Pick me up, let's go cruise." Scares the shit out of him. Scares the
The shoes.
out of my wife.
So, Nacho, I saw that you have met really a tattoo legend, Lyle Tuttle, passed away March of the 25th of March earlier.
Rest in peace, Lyle. I met him at a tattoo convention in Ventura County. I was just hanging out there, and I hung out with him the whole time. I didn't think when I was heading out from work that day to go to the convention I was going to hang out the rest of the night with Lyle Tuttle, but it was a really cool. He's a wild man, and what's cool is I've heard a lot of stories about him from my mentor Brad, who owns a shop in Las Vegas. It's called Last Chance Tattoo. He has 2 people that work for him who were really good friends with Lyle Tuttle. Like, they're actually, I believe, helping with all the arrangements, and they're going to be a part of that. And yeah, but they were really good friends. It's sad.
What about you, Gordo? Any legends that you've met that kind of, as I guess we're becoming the next generation of whatever's happening?
Next to me.
Why, thank you. But I've
pretty much.
I've only been doing this for 2 months, so it's really early.
You're doing a great
to
job.
call something like that.
What got you involved in this?
What got me involved? Oh, that. Yeah, that's right. We're going to tables.
I'm going to turn the tables. What got you involved in it?
What got me involved?
You have some pretty nice tattoos.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, down in San Diego. My story on that, I mean, I'm going to touch the mic again because it's kind of funky on me, this is an interesting thing about LA. I reached out to different artists, and I guess I asked the wrong ones, and they either said, we'll get back to you if we like your idea, or we're booked for 6 months, but that was still another version of, we're not going to do your idea. I even had one person tell me that I only want to do the work that I want to do on you. So if you come in, I'm just going to do whatever artwork I want to do. So after that, I'm from San Gabriel Valley, so I went to tattoo convention over there at Pomona Fairplex, walked around. There's a lot of the same type of artists, a lot of that's still that Mexican style, that a lot of my uncles have. And this one guy stood out, Sierra Colt, shout out to him. He had paintings. I remember his whole section was kind of decorated, purple drapes. He had a whole thing, and I went through his book, and it was just everything was wow. And I introduced myself, and then I didn't even realize that anyone wouldn't be there from LA, and it was yeah, I'm in San Diego, so I went down to Pacific Beach. I was 26 before I finally got around to getting a tattoo, and for my story, you guys could shut me up whenever it's a good story. I was so busy I went to church and all that, so I was still so busy trying to be the perfect, clean-cut guy. And at that point I was it doesn't matter. No matter what I do, I'm kind of just, So I went ahead and did that. I had some bad health the year prior, so that was another thing that really changed. Where it was just like, you know, you might die someday, so it's just better off to just do whatever and let everyone else kind of deal with it. Mm-hmm. I still kind of resisted getting the sleeve any lower than my hand. See, it's kind of like and even. So my artist is the same age as Gordo and I, so he's kind of still like, well, what if you get a job? And, you know, like, whereas, like, now it's kind of like, now we're in another round where people are getting face tattoos. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, Sierra Colt, I was going in for just a little part in my forearm, and he was like, nah, dude, this is going to go all the way around your arm. So that's kind of where it started.
He did an amazing job.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, and after that I trusted him with everything, the colors, and, you know, I just at least said, here's the major things that I want done, and then he kind of just took it from there. He actually was inspired, the one on my lower forearm, by a guy that's here now. He's from London, Bugs.
Yes.
So he kind of liked Bugs' style. When I showed him what I liked, he kind of was like, oh, that reminds me of this guy. So he kind of like was looking at Bugs' work, and then kind of went from there. Mm-hmm. But now he has his own shop down in Little Italy. It's like a art gallery.
Guru?
It's called Bearcat.
Oh, Bearcat.
Yeah, but there's a bunch of shops over there.
Yeah.
And they're kind of, I guess the reason why I like working here in San Fernando Valley, meeting a lot of you guys, is it's got a similar vibe where everyone's kind of more cohesive than when we get towards Hollywood.
Yes.
So, I talked for like 10 minutes.
That's good.
That's the nice thing.
Everyone needs to know your story, too.
Isn't that the nice thing about tattoos, though? You were saying you wanted to keep that clean cut, like, you know, about you. But tattoos don't change you. You know?
No. Yeah.
You can still be the same good person you want to be, but you can decorate yourself.
I do judge people when I see a really bad tattoo on them, though. When you're like, why did you get that? Like, not so much... Like, you could just tell that they just were, like, just picking things off the wall, which isn't a bad thing, but there's some point I feel like you need to, like... I'm a more organized person, I guess, you know, and I could tell how someone's mind is going. They're just, like, hiding his tattoos.
No, actually, it'd be nice if people pick things off of the wall, the flash that we've painted, that's what it's there for.
Oh, yeah.
And there's a difference where a lot of people come in with their phones, and they want something, that is the flash of today, is they come in with their phone and they want somebody else's existing tattoo exactly how it is. And it's a bit frustrating because we've taken the time to paint out of passion and to showcase what we can do, and they don't think that they can get the art that's on the walls tattooed on them.
Well, maybe that's what needs to be reiterated. And I do have that question here about why do you guys think that flash art's still important?
That's the basics of tattooing.
Yep, it gives you an idea of what you could have.
I know nowadays a lot of people will just sell the flash. Like, they'll be like, this is the one. I think you do that, Nacho. Like, this is the thing that's available for right now.
Yeah.
And are you seeing more people attracted to that, to kind of steer people away from the Pinterest and the...
It's been happening more, which is nice. I'll draw things. Like, I drew a lot of designs for the convention that I went to, and when I came back, I still had a handful of them, so I put them on Instagram. I let everybody know, like, you know, these are going to be fun. Let's work out a good deal. Let's get you a cool tattoo, and let's have some fun. And I've been able to do a lot of them and do my own thing, which is the best.
And I do have some flash ones. I do have some little ones, but yeah. What about for you, Gordo? What do you like? It's just traditional for you? You like to bring back that flash style?
I love to tattoo. It doesn't have to be traditional. It's just when someone's open to an idea and you get the opportunity to have fun with it, it makes a world of a difference.
But I guess it's hard to say, like, do you think it's a tradition that we should keep? Or just whatever?
Always.
100%.
Always.
There should be flash, and if you're not painting flash, where did you begin? I mean, there's no rules. Who makes the rules? Mm-hmm. But it's a great foundation, and it's the first instruments. It's the blueprints of tattooing.
So it's like a fundamental thing. Like, you know, you learn how to read, you learn how to write, you make a flash
It's an amazing practice. And
my mentor told me, I don't care if you can trace, I don't care if you can draw, I want to see you paint. Paint flash. So it was mandatory.
Okay. Yeah, because one of the projects for me in these interviews is, you know, you don't go to a tattoo school necessarily.
Yeah.
You have a mentor somebody that you look up to.
Correct.
There's tattoo videos now I'm learning as well. So you kind of...
For me, painting is learning also. Like, I wouldn't say I'm a Japanese artist by any means, but I want to get better at it. And by painting it, there's so many layers to a beautiful Japanese constructed sleeve, let's say. But if you don't paint it, if you don't take the time to study it and layer it correctly, it's not going to look right. So it's like you're teaching yourself while you're painting. You'll mess up, and at least, because I didn't do it on somebody, but I can always start this painting over again. But it's a good way of teaching yourself and progressing with tattooing as well.
So is that someday you want to do like a Japanese, like a piece, or is there any...
Oh yeah, I mean, I try to do my version of Japanese. I just finished up a second sleeve actually on a good client of mine, so I had a lot of fun doing it, but arranging it is important. So.
What about you, Gordo? You have any future projects that you want to pitch to everybody?
No.
I just want everyone to know that she was so talkative before we started recording, and then he just went...
Come get Flash.
Oh, yeah, no, I made it pretty clear that as soon as we went live, I'd shut up.
Well, he's also, you guys can dig up, there was another episode we had in 2013.
It just got erased.
With Joanna Garcia. He just paid someone to delete it,
yes.
But...
All photos have been removed. It never happened.
All right, well, guys, how can everybody listening find you guys? Go ahead, Nacho. Let's plug your...
Instagram is @Nacho_tattoo.
Gordo?
You can find us at One Truth Tattoo, located, 18110 Nordhoff Street, over by CSUN. Yeah.
Great. And again, guys, this is One Truth Tattoo in Northridge. For more information, go to kpcradio.com. You can also follow the show on Instagram. Coming up next on my show, we got 10,000 Waves Tattoo Gallery. I want to thank you all for listening. I'm Anthony Sanchez. I hope you guys join me next week.